you doing, people? I'd like you all to lift up your two hands like this. Lift up your two hands like this. Your two hands, your two hands. Now give yourself a big round of applause. Quickly. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for finding this event valuable enough to put down your money for. And I assure you, if you had expectations here, take it higher because we're coming, okay? We're going to be looking at follow-up, the customer-centered approach. And when I think about follow-up, one story that comes to mind many times is the woman who always went to that judge in the Bible. Jesus talked about her in the New Testament, around Luke 8, something like that. So this woman had this unjust judge. She was always going to him every time, and she's like, avenge me of my adversary. And he would tell her, come tomorrow. And she will come tomorrow. She will say, avenge me of my adversary. He would tell her, come tomorrow. And she kept coming and coming, and the judge said to himself, this woman has been so persistent. I'm going to help her with what she wants, lest she wearies me away. That is a perfect example of follow-up. So I'm going to be showing you how to follow up with your customer in mind, not just yourself in mind. Are you ready? So according to HubSpot, they define follow-up as what you do after your initial pitch to encourage your prospective customer to take action. So if you're writing that, you may want to write that. Follow-up is what you do after your initial pitch to encourage your prospective customer to take action. So before I move on, I'd like to ask you a question, yep? Now, have you ever talked to a prospect before? Maybe you went back and forth, you tried explaining about your product and service, and at the end of the day, you did not close the sale. Has it happened to you before? So now imagine if you were able to close those prospects. Let's say you're able to close at least, to be modest, 10% of those people. How much do you think you would have made? All the people you have spoken to that did not buy from you. If you're able to close just 10% of them, how much do you think you would have made? And any figure you call is right, because at the end of the day, you lose a lot of money by not following up. And I'll show you how shortly. Move on. Really, we spend a lot of time and effort to get people to talk to us. You know, to get them to talk to you on the phone, to get them into your sales funnel, to get them to check out your page, to get them to come to the DM, to call you to inquire about your products. We spend a lot of time and effort. Why do you ignore them and start afresh? So it's like you keep going around in a circle because you do marketing, this person comes, the person does not buy, you go around again, do marketing, you abandon that person, you're going to chase another person. So the truth is that nobody likes to hear no, right? We do everything within our power to avoid hearing no. Business owners are afraid of rejection. They don't want people to tell them no. But no matter what a prospect says, what you have to understand is this. Rejection is not personal. Can you say this after me? Rejection is not personal. Can I hear it louder? Rejection is not personal. Beautiful. So, no matter what a prospect says, rejection is not personal. People cannot reject you as a person. Sometimes they're rejecting your offer. Sometimes they're rejecting the product, but not you. So that you face one rejection should not stop you from following up over and again and trying to get that person to buy another time. So what happens is that when you have that first pitch and then they don't buy, many entrepreneurs, they give up and then they go and start chasing the next customer. From now on, you have to reframe your mind around how you see no. When people say no, how do you see it? When people say no, how do you see it? You have to see no as they're saying, I am not ready. No means I am scared. No means I am confused at this point, so I will not be making that buying decision right now. What you have to know is this. Listen, it takes around 12 touch points within 1 to 3 months to close a high-ticket sale. So many times when we are chasing one-off closes. That means that you want to talk to the person and you want the person to buy no. And the person does not buy no. You assume that you have lost the customer. But you're losing money, and I'll show you how. So what you want to do is don't just chase one-off closes. Okay? You leave a lot of money on the table when you don't follow up. Look at this part. It's very interesting. The entrepreneurs with the strongest follow-up skill will always out-earn the entrepreneurs with the strongest sales closing skill in the long run. Why? When you have a very strong sales closing skill, what happens is that you're chasing a one-off close, you're going to get that person to buy now, but anybody that does not buy, you're not going back to the person. But somebody that has a good follow-up skill, even though I don't close you now, because I know how to follow up, I'll eventually get you to buy what I'm selling. Look at this. This is what we call the buyer's pyramid. Now, when you do your marketing, when you do everything, here's how it works. Only 3% of the people are willing to buy now. Just 3%. Only 6 to 7% of them are open to buying. 30% of them are not thinking about it. 30% of them, again, they don't think they are interested. 30% of them, they know they are not interested. So what happens is that people only focus on this 3% and lose out on 97%. Or let's say they even focus on 10% and lose out on 90%. Okay, so the purpose of follow-up really is to demonstrate interest. To demonstrate interest in your customers, your prospects, and the things that are important to them. We're talking about customer-centered approach to follow-up. So when you follow people up, it shows them that this person is actually interested in me, in my progress. It shows them this person is actually interested in doing business with me. It shows them that this person is actually interested in my well-being. Now, to stay interested in your prospects, you must be creative. Great salespeople are creative people. You have to look for creative solutions to stay interested in your prospect. That means that you will not only be telling them, you did not buy again, no, are you no more interested? You did not buy again, no, are you no more interested? I want to check up on you. I want to check up on you. I want to check up on you. The reason why a lot of people don't follow up is because they don't know what to say in the follow-up. So after you have said, I want to check up on you like 10 times or 5 times, you get tired because you don't have any other thing to say. But if you have a creative way of getting in touch with these people, as I will show you now, then you'll be able to follow up more often and close more sales. Are you with me? Imagine you have $100 bills in front of you. When you don't follow up, what you're doing is you're just taking 10% of the money, that's $100, and you leave 90% on the table, that's $900. So you leave a huge amount of money on the table when you don't follow up. Not following up is a lose-lose-lose situation. Not following up is a lose-lose-lose situation. Here's how. When you don't follow up, it is a loss for the prospect, for the customer. That means they don't get the help that they need from you, right? When you don't follow up, it's a loss for the company. That means that, you already spent money on adverts, on marketing, you already spent energy. When you don't follow up, you lose all that. When you don't follow up, it's a loss for you, the entrepreneur. You don't get the profits and the lifestyle that you desire. I've seen business owners, they're going to Dubai, they are going on vacation, they're able to afford things for their families and all that, and you want that kind of life. But when you don't follow up, you lose it. These are 3 reasons people don't follow up. Number 1 is they don't know how. Number 2 is they don't feel like it. They're usually afraid of getting rejected. I don't want this person see me finish. I don't want them to talk to me anyhow. Me, I cannot allow anybody to insult me. They don't feel like following up. They assume that the people will say no. Number 3, they are busy with new leads. And this is where a lot of people are stuck. So you market, you do something, you have people into your list, but you don't follow them up. You're busy chasing other people. They leave the old people, abandon them, and they don't follow up. You're wasting money. You're wasting money because you only get to convert only 10% of the people. If you start treating leads as your money, you will become an effective closer. What does that mean? If you start seeing the people that come to you, the people that inquire, the people that do all those things, if you start seeing them as potential cash, then you become more serious with follow-up. So be like, if I don't call this person, I will not make this 100K. My 100K no go come. You're holding my money, so I must call you. I must go back to Instagram and text you. I must text you on WhatsApp. I must find a way to reach out to you. I must send that email again. If you start seeing all these people as potential money, then you start talking to all of them. Because at the end of the day, all of them have the ability, the capacity to pay you. And you don't get to live your dream life if you don't reach out to these people. What are different follow-up channels you can start using immediately? I know a lot of you are waiting for this part. You have been telling us statistics, all this. You tell me how. How? All right, let's do it. So different follow-up channels you can start using immediately. The first one is phone calls. And why I like talking to customers on the phone is that I find the phone much more convenient than even texting on Instagram and WhatsApp. Here's why. Let me use the woman that came here with her children as an example. So let's say she's your potential customer. You're trying to talk to her to get her to buy something. You're chatting on Instagram. Her little daughter starts crying. Her son comes, "Mommy, I'm hungry." What's going to happen? She will leave that chat, right? And most times she will not come back to you. She will forget that people were talking about a business deal. And when you don't follow up, what happens? You lose that sale, right? Now, what if instead of just a regular Instagram conversation, she says she's ready, say, "Oh, no problem, give me your number, let me call you immediately." You know that phone calls are even quicker than text because people don't take time to reply and all those. So you just get to call, maybe a 5 minutes conversation, and you put you the deal. Do you agree? Good. So phone calls is one way to follow up. So try to get your customer's phone number and call them. Don't be afraid. Some of you are afraid of talking to people on the phone. Don't be afraid. Call them and get your money. Okay? Don't sleep. Wake up. Collect your money. Okay? Number 2, you have email sequences. So how email sequences typically work is they are automated messages that you send out via email. You can use tools like MailChimp, like GetResponse, like BirdSend, and all this guy. So when people, maybe you're running an ad and people click on your link, when they get into that email sequence, I have some email sequences that run for 30 days. I'm not doing anything. I've scheduled it. But once you click on my ad and fill that form, you get emails from me for 30 days straight. The next one is WhatsApp broadcast messages. But please do it with God, I beg. You know, you wake up in the morning, some people are marketing human hair to me. Why, sir? Why? You wake up in the morning, you will see like 10 different broadcasts. Somebody is sending you church, somebody is sending you Rhapsody, no offense. Somebody is sending you, come and buy clothes. Somebody is sending you, I sell land. Somebody, sir, I did not ask for all these messages. Why are you sending them to me? Now, it's okay to do broadcasts once in a while, right? But when you start doing that kind of broadcast that you become a pest to people, then it's a no-no. So here's how you can do broadcast marketing effectively. The first thing I do, because I do broadcast too, is I ask for permission. I learned that from my friend. So he says, I'm starting a WhatsApp broadcast list where I'm going to be sending you updates and all that regularly. Are you interested in something like this? If you're not interested, I will immediately take you off the list. And then people say they're interested. Those people that say they're interested have automatically given you the permission to market to them. So you can now add them to a broadcast list and start messaging them, right? But you have to time it, maybe 3 times a week, 2 times a week. Don't do it every day because people have a threshold. Okay? The next one is WhatsApp stickers. Some of you know how to customize stickers. Other people don't know how to customize stickers. I have stickers like with Lasisi, with that is lawyer cap. And I say, customer, you go answer me, I'll be no go answer me. I'll call lawyer for you. That is the way to follow up, right? You say, customer, Alpha, I never hear from you since. Customer, you never shop with us since. Follow up. Okay, so if you can find a way to just go to your Play Store or your App Store, I know about Play Store, search for WhatsApp sticker maker. You can basically customize all those stickers and you can use them from time to time for follow-up. Next one is WhatsApp voice notes. WhatsApp voice note. So you can send a voice note to your customer that you are supposed to close a deal together. The next one is bulk SMS. Next one, you have Facebook retargeting ads. Let me talk about this one a little. So for example, you're running Facebook ads for a while and people are coming to your page. On Facebook there, you can target people that have interacted with your page for 3 months, 6 months, and thereabouts. You can target them specifically. So they keep seeing you everywhere. They don't know that it's because they've been interacting with your page. That's why you're targeting them. Of course, because you cannot always go on the phone and call these people, because you cannot always text them, because you cannot always, find a way to reach out to them every day, you have to find a way to now use technology to help with your follow-up. And Facebook ads is not expensive. You can invest 2,000 naira daily in Facebook ads, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. So leverage on technology. Leverage it. Okay? The next one is the value upfront method, and the next one is the case study method. The case study method is just simple. You send a case study of maybe you're a skincare therapist, for example, and somebody's still contemplating, should I do skincare with you? Should I not do skincare with you? You now send a case study, maybe a detailed video or something, or before and after of somebody you worked with before, the person's skin condition before, and how the person's skin condition is right now. That's a case study. It can be very convincing. Okay? Can you read what's on the screen, everybody? Now, hunger go kill timid entrepreneur. Read again. Can you read it? Shameless entrepreneurs always do what? Always do what? So are you going to be a shameless entrepreneur? Are you going to be a timid entrepreneur? Shameless? Are you going to follow up? Are you going to get in touch with your customers from today onwards? This is the end of my lecture on follow-up.